I know that you are very for electric vehicles from China, but don't you think it's unfair the Chinese government is basically subsidizing companies like BYD when they are unfairly competing with US companies? I think that kind of unfairness will lead to other countries also imposing tariffs on Chinese goods like that. I generally agree with what you're saying. I'm not for electric vehicles from China. What I think is annoying is when people tell me, oh no, Chinese EVs, those suck. No. They'll never sell any of those. No, they explode. They're bad. When people tell me to my face a direct lie, it frustrates me so much. They are the best in the world now at EVs. They're the best in the world. It's not debatable anymore. Look at the people from the European car companies who went to China. They went to Chinese auto shows and they were freaked the fuck out. People from like VW, they went back and immediately begged for tariffs. Everyone from the EU car companies went to Chinese auto show, went back home and they went, please put Chinese tariffs. Please don't let those EVs hit the market. I swear to God, it's not even comparable. China's the world leader in EVs. They can make them better, faster, and cheaper. That's the fact. Now, does their government help? Yes. They do subsidize national champion companies. That makes them more competitive on the global market. And then they can flood things at a cheaper cost. Again, BYD is not even that profitable of a company. It's actually pretty bad because they're running these incredibly cheap things to flood the market. I mean, they're to get market share. Is it unfair? Possibly. And if that is your argument for tariffs, fine. I am not China needs to win at EVs. What I'm telling you is that they are currently the best in the world, and leaders are like putting their head in their ears. They're like doing this. La 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 la. People in my chat are like la 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 la. They're just ignoring it. They're acting like it's not happening. Like they're not going to start flooding the global markets with $10,000 EVs that are better than Teslas. That is why I'm passionate about it, because it is just a real fact. And the people watch these racist ass YouTubers who just make shit up, literally just take out of context images or video and they make shit up and they get millions of views. And everyone's like, that's the truth. It frustrates me because it's just not true. I also think, if there's a game plan, again, if I'm a Chinese national, if I'm a citizen, and my country goes from being nearly third world to the second biggest economy in the world, knocking on the doorstep of first, I'm kind of like, yeah. But as I am not, I do find it a little frustrating when China does things like require all foreign companies to partner with a Chinese company, take 51%, take the trade secrets, move it off to a Chinese 100% company. Like that has happened so many times repeatedly that it's frustrating. So that part bothers me, of course. There's some fairness issues, but again, no one in business has played fair in the history of capitalism of all countries. So it's tough for me to like have a sad violin about it, but I do think it happens. It happens. It's annoying. It's problematic. And that is why other countries might want to put tariffs up on China, because otherwise they're going to be overrun. They're just not going to, their own industry will get destroyed. America's not even the one that's going to get hit the hard. I mean, it's like Germany. Germany's going to get run over, dude. The car industry is such a big part of Germany. If Chinese $10,000 high quality EVs start flooding the European market, it'll just get disastrous for Germany and Japan. Again, China's already passed both of them in exports, and that was like unthinkable 10 years ago. Bro, let's take a moment. Hey, Dizzle, you have asked this question 700,000 times. 31 times you asked about Elon Musk's supercomputer in Texas. Do you want to get to the bottom of this? You asked 31 times. It's very important to you. Memphis is going to open the world's largest supercomputer for X.AI. You know what this is good for? This is good for Jensen Huang and NVIDIA. Because he is going to buy, I assume, 100, it says it right here, 100,000 H100 chips manufactured by NVIDIA. That is what it's good for. He's going to buy them and he's going to find a use for them. And he's going to turn X.AI, which makes Grok, I assume, into a good investment. This is good for NVIDIA. However, it's already priced in because everyone knew they already bought these. But yeah, this is for Grok. I have not yet seen anything that would lead me to believe that Grok is going to somehow beat ChatGPT or OpenAI as a consumer use tool. And the fact that ChatGPT is now coming to Apple iPhones everywhere leads me to believe Grok is even more in trouble after spending all this money. However, Elon Musk can pump anything. He has 10 kids. That's off the top of the dome, baby. Hey, Shrug, binging marketing Mondays got me into Twitch. I have my master's in math with a data science concentration, Worked on 3 research projects and interned in software dev for 2 years. However, applying to a ton of jobs got nothing. All this to say, how do I get a job at NVIDIA or any general advice? the first part of your question, first of all, congrats on an extremely proficient education. I am a little bit shocked you can't find anything after applying for this many jobs. Not that I don't think it's a very tough time right now, but that's a pretty good resume. I can't get you a job in NVIDIA if that's what you're asking. I mean, actually, you know what? I'll never say never. If you have a resume and you have a job you think you're a perfect fit for, you can message me. I've done it before. Yeah, I've done it. Back when we used to have the resume channel in chat, there was one resume that was really good, and I submitted it for NVIDIA. General advice, bro, again, it's tough for me to say because I'll be honest with you, the market is bad right now, especially for white-collar full-time employment. There's a ton of layoffs. There's a lot of people applying for the same jobs, especially if you're trying to get something like remote. The number of people applying is crazy. It's going to be a numbers game. The only thing I always say is, and again, this is tough if you're doing a big mass applying, but I really think it's worth it, especially if you're applying for white-collar full-time job, to don't send out a mass resume. You got to tailor it each one for each job. I truly believe you got to make it fit the job description of that job and then do it again every single time. Because your odd rate goes up way higher. And I know it sounds like a pain in the ass. I truly believe it. I think it works better. But what are your thoughts on creating a resume with fake jobs and experience? What are you thinking about faking? Ask chat. Sinful XX, what do you think about putting on your fake resume? You could exaggerate a bit of your responsibilities. You know, you could, let's say you worked at Toys R Us. Sure. You worked at Toys R Us and you're applying for a marketing job. You might emphasize the part of your job that has to do with marketing, even if mostly what you did was nothing to do with marketing. You might say, like, I helped run some in-store promotions and, whatever. You might play up that aspect of it and maybe lean into it a little bit. That's fine. I think that's fair. I think if you were to say, hey, I worked as the CMO of the NBA, that might be a lie they could catch you on. Do you understand? They might catch you on that one. Hey, Shirok, sorry if I've said this a couple times already, but I made 4K on Doge, sold already. Thoughts? Congrats. Absolute W. Congrats, bro. I'm going to change my thesis. Now that I've seen this post, I think Doge is a good investment. I actually think it's really smart. People have never made money in something dumb, ever, in the history of man. So this obviously is proof positive that Dogecoin, actually, I think you're an idiot for selling. Why would you get out of this appreciating asset that's only going to go up? Do you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, the long-term potential of Doge is so obvious to all of us. We're going to use it in our day-to-day life. It is a good store of value. It is a good transaction. The fact that they mint 1 quadrillion new Doge every fucking year is a good thing. That's a good thing. That's going to keep the price going up. That's smart. So again, I love it. I'm pumping it. I'm in. What an insane flex. Jesus Christ, bro. This is embarrassing. Do you feel cool asking this? You feel looking out on chatters and saying, do you think having 6 figures in savings is a safe place to be at 23? I really should ban you. You know what you're doing. There's no shame in that. By that I mean, you're shameless. You should be shamed, but you have no shame. Well, check his chat history. Wait, this is the guy that said he's gonna make a resume with fake jobs. Bro, you got 6 figures in savings, but you're also faking your resume? I'm timing you out at least. I'm timing you out, but it has to be a longer timeout. I need what is 5 days in seconds? And I want you to just think on that, bro. Understand that you should have the good sense to know, assuming that's true, that coming in and saying at 23 years old, I have 6 figures in savings. Yeah, it's pretty good. People are retirement age, they don't have any savings. And if you're lying, it's worse.